Good evening from Dickerson Middle School, Georgia. I want to welcome you to the revolutionary debate. The participants tonight are the Patriots and the Loyalists. The 10-minute debate is divided into 5 segments, each 1 minute long. We'll explore 5 topic areas tonight about the famous battle: who, when, why, significance, key partners, players. At the start of each segment, I will ask the same lead-off question to both candidates, and they will each have up to 20 seconds to respond. I thoroughly inform for the audience to remain silent at all times so we can get through all the questions quickly and efficiently. I will invite you to applaud, however, at this moment, as we welcome the candidates, Loyalists nominee, Donald J. Trump, and Patriots nominee, Hillary Clinton. You all probably know, the siege of Savannah had 2 sides. The Patriots and the Loyalists. Who is your opinion, were the Patriots?
Patriots were the colonists of the 13 colonies who rebelled against British control during the American Revolution. The Patriots declared the United States of America an independent nation. They were good people who stood up for their freedom. The Patriots were rebels that were trying to establish a new independent country separate from Great Britain. Most colonies agreed with the Patriots and helped them, but Georgia was stubborn, and under the leadership of the royal governor James Wright they remained loyal to England.
No, they were always complaining on our rules. Those savages were trying to break away from us. We called them rebels because they were against the king and royalty. We treated them nicely, but they treated us like we were horribly mistreating them.
The minute is up. We will be moving on. Going on the other side of the spectrum, who were the Loyalists, in your opinion?
Well, Hester. Loyalists were American colonists who remained loyal to the British Crown during the American Revolutionary War. They made the right decision to stay with the king and fight for King George III. When us Loyalists captured Patriots, we did not cruelly torture them as they did to us. We thought that rebelling against the Crown seemed morally wrong.
That is completely wrong. First of all, you Loyalists tar and feathered us Patriots just to humiliate us. You also were cowards hiding behind England. For example, we had you surrounded and asked for you to surrender, but you said that you needed a little time to think. We were kind and gave it to you, but you went and brought hundreds of troops into Savannah in the hopes that they would defeat us. You guys went behind our backs, slapped away our kind offer, and were just plain rude. You had no dignity.
Okay, time's up. Probably our broadest question yet. What was the Siege of Savannah?
The Siege of Savannah was a battle between the British and the American Patriots and the second most deadly battle of the Revolutionary War, where unfortunately, we lost because of poor battle design, bad weather, and lack of preparation. But, that was the only battle loss that resulted in a loss of American rebel territory. So technically, in the long run, we didn't lose much. It was the Continental Army's failure to recapture Savannah which marked a signal British victory in a distinctly international affair.
Yes, exactly. The Siege of Savannah was a successful defense. The Patriots attacked us hard with help from the French. The Patriots experienced bad weather when they assaulted Savannah. Our defenses were impassable. We didn't lose a ton of troops and the fort was left untouched. In the end, we didn't lose nearly as much as they did.
Why was this battle initiated in the first place?
Well, we had control of Savannah, and then the British took control of our city in 1778. Afterwards, we called our French friend Admiral d'Estaing, who had just successfully won some French naval battles in the Caribbean, asking him for some help. He agreed, and in 1779, we had come up with a plan to retake Savannah. Unfortunately, in September, we ran into bad weather, delaying our siege. When the British heard of our plans, they brought a lot of soldiers down, built many redoubts, basically a barricade made with sharp pointy sticks, that blocked our path and stopped our horses, and prepared for our siege. We tried 3 attacks. The first attack, our timing was off, so we didn't have enough troops. The second attack, a sneak attack, never happened because our troops got stuck in a swamp. The third attack, right where the British expected, lasted almost an hour, and resulted in our troops retreating, and 175 guys dead in that attack alone. The point was to take back land that was taken away from us.
We Loyalists never wanted a bloody battle. King George III only wanted to expand his rule and reign through the New World. After we conquered Savannah the first time, we expected a simple defeat for the Patriots until they brutally attacked us for either revenge or reclamation for their past land. Either way, they failed. We held the fort until here where none of them left. We won.
We are almost done, everyone. What was the significance or impact of the siege?
Well, this battle really hurt our self-confidence for taking control of the South. In the war, it was hard to convince Loyalists to join our side. With the British having greater influence and winning the battle, it was harder to gain support and win in that area, making our job tougher. Well, this battle really hurt our self-confidence for taking control of the South. In the war, it was hard to convince loyalists to join our side. With the British having greater influence and winning the battle, it was harder to gain support and win in that area, making our job tougher.
Final question for tonight. Who were some key players in the Siege of Savannah?
For the siege, we had help from the French Navy, led by Admiral Charles d'Estaing. His navy provided a different method of warfare, diversifying our attack. Also had General Lincoln and the Whig allies.
The British do not rely on fake, artificial power like the Patriots do. They had to ask for help from so many other powers like the French peoples and the natives. We only relied on ourselves, some puny slaves and our mighty king, King George III.
You filthy loyalists used help from many people. You guys used German mercenary troops, the British and Scottish soldiers, Native American Indians, and armed slaves. Your whole army wasn't even British. While we did get help from the French, most of us were not French, unlike you guys. You played nasty by gathering troops from different countries. You probably gave them fake promises about what would happen if they won.
Thank you everyone for participating and watching this revolutionary debate.
And that's it. The 90-minute debate is now over. History has been made. They ended it very, very briefly on a relatively positive note. And there you see them shaking hands.